Hey guys, still here, welcome back to ICBM. It's ICBM with the Parabellum mod, and the Parabellum mod can be found linked down below in the description. Now in the previous episode I set up my navy, preparing to do some conflict with East Asia here, while my western flank, if you want to call it that, is defended by coastal mobile missile batteries, tandemed with a SAM site and a radar site to do the spotting for them. Same for the east, so at least any ship that will get close should get taken out. With the exception really of one category. Submarines. I currently don't have a lot of ways to deal with a submarine anywhere out here in the east. So that's something I might have to look into. For now, however, the focus is on gathering intelligence. So I've built a couple, or rather I'm queuing up the building of a few satellites to get me some information about what is going on in the world, which will then allow me, later on, to launch nuclear weapons at them. I'm going to go for an ICBM strategy here, so I'm going to be more or less turtled up in Australia. And from the Australian command bunker over here, I'm going to be boosting my ICBM silos and doing more damage with them. Or at least, that's the plan. The destruction will probably start with the destruction of East Asia, potentially followed by West Asia and Africa, as those are the ones that I believe are currently my biggest concerns. Now let's ensure that I get quite a bit of West Asia covered, like that. It's covered both West Asia and East Asia quite nicely. And we can even see some stuff over Africa. Look at that. These guys have invested a lot in their mobile SAM sites. We also found an airbase. I wonder where that aircraft carrier group from East Asia went. What's their plan? This satellite also shows me that that airbase that we spotted in the first episode is not north of Lanzhou. It's probably somewhere between the areas here, where I don't quite have coverage from my radar, nor with my satellite. So let's set up another sat.
Structure destroyed.
Really? And where would that be? Here. Aha! There's the East Asian carrier group. Now currently I cannot do that much against it at range. So we're going to have to relocate this coastal mobile missile battery and hope that it takes down the aircraft carrier in very short time, because that SAM site... Well, I can relocate the SAM site, but I'm not sure if it's going to be in time at all. Missiles coming out from the coastal mobile missile battery. Getting intercepted. There we go. That was the RIM missile, the radar intercept missile. Some of them got intercepted by the destroyer. So East Asia has been upgrading their destroyers. The SAM site made it out to safety. Let's see if we can see that animation again. Yep, there we go. It took down one of the missiles coming for the carrier. The carrier hopefully doesn't know where I am yet. But I'm not sure. Now ideally I want to target the destroyer, because the destroyer is the one that's intercepting the missiles. So my theory is blow up the destroyer and get rid of the counter-missile threat, and then sink the aircraft carrier quite a bit easier. Now considering that took down both a radar site, sorry, that's a satellite, they took down both a radar site and I think a SAM site, a coastal mobile missile battery. They're currently starting to work over the radar. Yep, they worked over the radar site. Gonna need a new one. The destroyer is dead. The attack aircraft are now coming in. Run for your life. Because they're probably not too happy to... There we go, to see you. For some reason my SAM isn't engaging. Nor is that one. What the hell?
Vehicle destroyed.
Why? I don't understand that. So now it's going to come down to my naval fighters from the naval airbase here to do some damage against these guys. But since I already took quite a large encounter previously, I don't have any fighters remaining. The airbase does. And we're seeing an air war here. Oh, that aircraft carrier's almost gone. Fine. Send out the bombers and take it down. There we go. aircraft carrier has been destroyed at the expense of 4 bombers. Let's order some resupplies for the air bases. Because this is not a great way to start. Alright, SRBMs are done. We now have the ability to start researching ICBMs. And I would also very much like, after that, just as an insurance policy, to start researching the naval patrol aircraft, just from my eastern flank, so I can deal with any submarines. Where are those again? Advanced aircraft? No. Seed? Definitely not. Thermal camouflage would also be very handy, because it just improves the survivability of all of my assets. But where is the naval patrol aircraft? Anti-submarine warfare aircraft. I can already build it. Dum-dum. I should just build one. There. Ah, we found the airbase. Now the real question is, can we take that down? Because I only have standard bombs. And these attack bombers are very much unupgraded, so they're not likely to do a lot of damage. There we go. We're 1 hour 14 in, which means that there is a fairly high likelihood that we have about an hour left before the AI decides to go nuclear. Let's build another radar site, extend radar coverage to here. Any West Asian fleet that gets spawned in should immediately get neutralized. Now, what do we have on East Asia? Not much. I'm seeing an airbase and the 1 radar site, and that's all. So East Asia could be ripe for the taking. West Asia, not so much. Because there are a lot of SAM sites. Oh, and there's the East Asia carrier group. Or another carrier group, rather. Which seems to be engaging a destroyer. Or getting engaged by an enemy destroyer. Alright, once my bombers are done... it's going to take 4 minutes. Let's see what the next order of business should be. Submarine launched ballistic missiles, not great. Especially with a weapon production efficiency of 20%. It's not really something I want to look into just yet. But I could do with a few more SAMs. What else is the world up to? Good lord, South America is afraid of aircraft, especially around Buenos Aires for some reason. As they have heavily defended this area. Might be their biggest city? 18% GDP? Yeah, it's probably their biggest city. They also deployed a naval airbase here. Some more mobile SAM sites. I don't have anything on the US. Africa, well, we have 3 satellites sort of coinciding with their path. Which means that I can see the encounter between the aircraft carrier group here and South America's fleet here. But I couldn't really tell you much about whatever happens inside of Africa. So that will require another satellite. Okay, also queue up another airbase. We have more research queued up. It's time to start setting up some defenses around cities. I know that I need to do a defense in depth, but in the Pacific that's quite hard. Because you have all of these cities quite close to the coastline, that means you cannot really put up a SAM line in front of it. Short, of course, of using a ship. Now, I think... yeah, 8.32, 6.56... Manila, 17% GDP. These things will also need to get upgraded with further anti-ballistic missile defenses. Three sides around Manila. Hoping that that's going to intercept missiles as they happen. Ah, we destroyed an enemy destroyer. And we're working over a submarine. Well done. ASW helos doing their job excellently. I lost one. Oh, there's another guy. frigates immediately jumping to work. Submarine from Russia. The other frigate also jumping in to assist. It's getting hit by torpedoes. Are those the Mark IIs? No, standard Mark Is. That submarine has to go. There we go, thank you very much. Alright. You can rejoin the fleet. Follow the LHA carrier. And this other one, for good measure, also was trotting that way to ensure that no other submarines happen to be in that area. Alright, after thermal camouflage is done, what else would I like? ABMs, anti-ballistic missiles. So we're going to queue that one up. Something else happening here? Not that much. After the naval airbase is done, I would also like yet another satellite to see what's happening in Africa and the US. Oh wow, there's the East Asia carrier group.
Research complete.
Or, well, not carrier group, just the carrier. Really? You can't get there? Huh. That sucks. Now, I'm also going to have to start looking into building my actual missile silos. Unfortunately, production efficiency is only 30%, so it's going to take me 6 minutes to build just one of these. Ah, the airbase is at it again. Oh, and the East Asian Navy has just spawned in. 2 destroyers spawning on top of each other. Coastal Mobile Missile Battery immediately engaging. But now it's 2 destroyers, both with radar intercept missiles, so it's much safer for the fleet. Well, not that much safer. Oh, even a West Asian destroyer. I think we're gonna have to dissuade that guy from getting too close. Almost reduced the destroyer to scrap immediately. This thing does not have radar intercept missiles, so is not capable of defending itself nearly as well as the East Asian fleet. Alright, naval base over here. Ah, they did get the radar site. Crap. That was the radar site northwest of Medan. West Asia spawns destroyers right on top of East Asia's aircraft carrier. It's amusing, but of course it's not quite going to work. What did we find? Destroyer, I think. More destroyers are being spawned in. If East Asia wants to keep spending its production capabilities on building destroyers, perfect. Go ahead. I don't mind. In fact, I welcome it, because it means that I don't have to worry about them that much.
Research complete.
I just wonder what else they're planning. Now, why are these air bases still not resupplied?
Air wings replenished.
Okay, well done. Alright, next satellite. Let's have a better look at the United States. Yeah, this should be a good enough angle, because I'm mostly interested in what's happening on the west coast, to see if there are any threats that need to be dealt with. Nuclear
Air wings
threats,
replenished.
that is. Okay, these guys have ABM, but it's not going to be that effective, because they don't have an over-the-horizon radar yet. So that needs to get worked on. Go for a couple more SAM sites. Over-the-horizon radars coming up. Space radar providing anti-sat capability, or at least spotting them. But I'm not too worried about satellites just yet. Let's put another SAM there. One here next to Melbourne. Perth is not that critical for production. Sorry, Perth. 1.3, 0.75. Manila is fairly well defended. These islands here need more defenses. This one only has 1 SAM site. Oh, more ships. Surprise, surprise. I'm tempted to invest more in upgrading my anti-ship missiles. But I don't know if I need it. Because I'm perfectly dealing with these guys as is. So it's already working. Alright, that's the last SAM site that I'm building. What is next? Another satellite. I need to be able to see where my threats, or rather my targets, are going to be. Megaton ICBM takes 28 seconds. This one now takes 5:28. Start queuing up some missile silos.
Ship sunk.
What? Oh.
Ship sunk.
Crap. 2 submarines from Russia sunk my aircraft carrier. And my cruiser. Gentlemen, if you would be so kind. We're going to pull the fleet back here. Russia, again. There goes the destroyer. 1 sub dead. 2 subs dead. At the expense of the majority of my fleet. That was pretty painful. It's going to take a fairly long time to get those ships back, if I need to. Alright, after the over-the-horizon radar is done, let's see if I can upgrade my missiles. My ballistic missiles, that is. Heavy rockets allow me to build the 10 megaton ICBM. It's going to take me 30 minutes. I'm not sure if I have that long. But screw it, we're going to have to build that. Once again, East Asia with the destroyers.
Research complete.
A human player would probably not fall for that thing 3 or 4 times in a row. Prioritize the over-the-horizon radar so that if I get attacked, I won't lose that much. Give me another satellite over the US. There. Oh, Russian aircraft carrier group. With 2 destroyers. Considering the icon, they have some very upgraded technology there on the cruise missile part. Which one did they get? Yeah, they got maneuvering missiles already. Okay. Thermonuclear bombs in 10 minutes. Over the horizon radar is done in 3. Alright, that makes those SAMs quite happy, but the other ones not so much, because they're not being covered. So all of the eastern ones are not capable of spotting any ballistic missiles. So the ABM defenses there are fairly useless. That needs to change. Oh, hello. More destroyers. .210. This is usually when the fun starts. The AI is never too exact about it, but it's usually around that time. And unfortunately, I still don't have a single silo. Now what I can do is start building a strike plan. As you can imagine, there are quite a lot new icons here. Normally you'd only have 1 row. This is now 2 columns. Or sorry, 1 column, you now have 2 columns, and you have a lot more different targets. As we have a lot more different units. So for me it's going to be using silos to take down cities. That's the priority. And it's going to go for East Asia and West Asia and not so much anybody else. Not yet anyway. Oh, hi. The African carrier group just showed up here. That's interesting. You guys are. Why are you so hell-bent on taking down this one aircraft carrier? I mean, I don't mind. It seems to attract destroyers like nothing else, but I don't really get it why. So what's the US doing? 2 naval air bases, a standard air base. Over the horizon radar. Another naval air base somewhere all the way here. Nothing there. There is a cruiser from the US. Oh, crap. 2 destroyers and then a cruiser from North America. If I want to upgrade my anti-ship missiles, I'll have to spend 5 minutes doing that. Alright, go for it. Ah, another destroyer. Surprise, surprise. And another destroyer. Oh shit! East Asia just decided to spawn in. Hello guys, I'm gonna need you. Pretty much now. Do I still have a coastal mobile missile battery that I can relocate? Yeah, you. To here, right now. I'm gonna need this one to defend against that West Asian destroyer from the flank. Crap, this is not what I need right now. Missiles are getting intercepted perfectly well. Ship-to-ship missile. Or sorry, surface-to-surface missile rather. Come on, blow that destroyer out of the water. We have bigger fish to fry on the eastern flank. Thank you. Good enough. We can hit the carrier. That's good news. It's just that my helicopter carrier is not that useful, except for using its radar intercept missiles. Because I still don't want to use that air wing. It's only going to get shot down by all the aircraft from the aircraft carrier. Fall back. I'd rather slowly chip away at their fleet than lose the entirety of mine. Well, whatever's left of it, that is. Missiles away. Their escorts are dead. And now it's the carrier that's going to take the rest of the damage, because it cannot defend itself. Bingo. Damn it. I keep relocating, and they keep spawning in more shit. And this time around, I don't have any radars left. So getting a new radar site up is a priority. There we go. The other radar site just about covers it. But Bangkok is completely undefended. All the SAM sites there are dead. Go on. Dead. Right. So far, no war. Yet. But I suspect that that's about to change. If I want to engage now, what are you going to strike? Tokyo twice. Very well. It's going to get me only 121 points, as these are fairly small missiles when ICBMs are concerned. But in a minute or so, I'm going to have bigger missiles.
Research complete.
There we go. Alright, that missile silo needs to get completed. And then we're going to go for a couple 10-ton ICBMs. Or actually, we're going to do that right now. 10 megaton ICBMs. I want a really large first strike, so that I can immediately start wiping out GDP. And right now, it's going to yield me 121 points. Now it's 245, doing far more damage to Tokyo. Of course, MIRVs would also be a great upgrade, but it's 46 minutes. It's such an expensive upgrade, this one. And it does not improve the 10 megaton ones. Unfortunately. So, maneuvering missiles for the anti-ship missiles. What's next? Advanced optics, maybe, so I can see more from the satellites? No, the satellites can see quite a bit. Let's go for improved shortwave radar, so that my SAM sites effectively get more accurate. Oh, somebody started nuking. North America is hitting Russia. I don't exactly know how they're doing it, but they might be flying over the poles, and they just hit Moscow and St. Petersburg. So we are now in an actual nuclear conflict. Well, technically we're not, but somebody else decided that now is a perfectly good time to go on the offensive. I'm going to see how long I can stretch it. Let's bring that other silo online. Also with a 10 megaton. Yes, perfect. I'm not too concerned about West Asia or East Asia. Sure, they have an aircraft carrier group, but I'm not really seeing any kind of an attack system. Short of the airbase over there. But I'm not even sure if that can reach me. We have 4 megaton ICBMs standing by. 4 10s, that is. 6 maneuvering missiles already, which allows these things to have more range and potentially more speed. Let me check that. Harder to shoot down the missile and their range is increased by 10%. Perfect. South America is starting to strike as well. Or getting struck. Yeah, they're getting hit by North America. Looks like North America is using a lot of their air assets. At least, that's what I'm thinking right now. The thing is that it's probably only going to be a matter of time before I get hit. You know what? Let's go. Execute plan all the nukes. We're going to hit Bombay, Beijing, Xi, and Tokyo. Execute. Weapons away. Tend to put me on the map when it comes to points. South America is in the meanwhile returning fire to North America. And North America's score is dropping fairly quickly. South America coming back up, and I just scored almost 400 points. We're already getting reloaded with more 10 megaton ICBMs. Next target is going to be Istanbul. We can hit all the way to there. I just need to fly over all of these air defenses, which don't have ABMs. So they're not capable of shooting down my missiles. We've been bombed? Yes, Manila has been hit. Interesting. How did they pull that off? Ah, I suppose that might have something to do with it. Scramble the fighters. Uh-oh. Oh no. Ow. That wiped out all my defenses. Radar, surface-to-air missile, and coastal mobile missile battery. Lovely. Europe also starting to gain some points. Just hit Shanghai, Karachi. And this one's going to fly all the way over West Asia and hit Istanbul. Boom. Radiation up to 22% already. Now, I don't really have a good way of defending this place. Well, there is one way to do it. Cancel the attack plan. We're just going to strike their airbase. It's a bit much, maybe, to nuke one of their air bases, but it is a guaranteed way to stop those missiles from flying my way. My score 833. I'm getting overtaken by Europe. North America is having a bit of a harsh time. Europe almost completely intact, and I'm down to 95% GDP. I just need more 10 megaton ICBMs. Whoa, destroy, destroy, destroy. Hold on. What am I losing? And where? Radar site. Ah, East Asia has their fleet back in. More destroyers and another aircraft carrier. We seem to have no shortage of those things. Damn. I just need to spot them. That's challenging. I could very quickly build a radar site. Just to see if I can spot them, and then hopefully the coastal mobile missile battery from a better position can hit them. But their fighters are upgraded, and mine are not. Improved shortwave radar almost complete. Then we're going to go for the next tier of shortwave radar. Hopefully allowing these missile systems, these SAMs, to be more effective. There they are. You know what? We have ways to deal with this thing. It's just gonna leave a slightly bigger explosive blast than what I normally plan. Let's see if I can kill the aircraft carrier. Got him. So the carrier's dead. And I think the destroyers as well. Yeah, 2 destroyers are dead and the aircraft carrier is gone. Well done. Excellent way of getting rid of the Navy. Who needs anti-ship missile batteries when we have nukes? Old school stuff. Have I been hit again? Yeah, somewhat. Let's continue with the all the nukes plan. And I think it's more of a priority to start building more megaton ICBMs, more 10 megaton ICBMs, than currently building another silo. And I just need to keep killing stuff. Europe. Can I reach that far? I'm not sure. Cancel plan. New plan. Missile silos. Because Europe's score is getting quite high. They need to get hit. Target their cities. Just need to rearm. Oh, we got 20 minutes left. Crap. Yeah, we can hit London, it looks like. Alright, let's get a few more. The game's pretty much done. Oh no! What did I lose there? Radar site. Detected by satellite? Really? Oh, South America, okay. Duck and cover. Yeah, like that's gonna help you. Against a nuke. Probably not. Carry on. Alright, simultaneous execute. Plan BTFO.
Strike plan.
Structure destroyed.
It's gonna be quite a long flight for the nukes. They probably won't mind. Europe getting hit on Berlin, London and Rome. And that means that their GDP is at 86%, but mine is still at 92. South America at 93, 74 for North, Africa is down to 81, East Asia 79, West Asia 79 and Russia 59. I think Russia got hit by both Europe and North America, and that they're starting to notice the consequences of that. We're gonna need a lot more of these things. And I have 17 minutes left, or until the production of pollution runs to 100%.
Research complete.
Okay, research is done. I don't think I need that much more research, so we're gonna go full on production and just keep throwing out more and more 10 megaton nukes. There we go. I'm simultaneously boosting my own score and reducing that of Europe to make sure that they don't overtake me in score. I just don't have any satellites flying over Europe, so I couldn't tell you what their assets are. And I don't know how and where to target. Europe down to 76% GDP, I'm holding steady at 92. It's probably because that one airbase that the East Asians had is no longer there. And we're no longer getting hit by them. Now, where else can I get some points? Maybe South America. Provided that I can fly through that massive anti-air network, but it should be possible as they don't have ABMs. No ABMs means you're in trouble. New strike plan, origin, missile silo, city, target South America. Cancel attack plan, was it BTFO? And now it's going to be plan you gonna die. We're gonna hit Buenos Aires and Sao Paulo. Let's ensure that we have 4 nukes standing by. Loaded. 15 seconds, we can have another one. There. Execute.
Executing strike plan.
Missiles away. And of course, it looks like they're taking a bit of a weird path, but what they're effectively doing is just flying over the South Pole. And this might not only wipe out the population to some extent, but also maybe the radar site next to Sao Paulo, and potentially some defenses around Buenos Aires. Yeah, radar site's gone. And South America just got their GDP taken down quite a few pegs. Alright, this game is going to end rather soon. 84% pollution already. Lima's going to get hit again. Sao Paulo again. Santiago again. Score 2470. Come again? Oh, it's fine. I thought I was getting hit. But I'm not. Of course, again, against a human opponent, this would be completely different. Because I'm currently just turtling, not really getting hit. It could have ended very, very, very differently indeed. 90% pollution. Anybody else have some... It's going to sound terrible. Have some population that I can kill? South America is almost done, that is. Cancel. They're down to 61% GDP and 38% of the population. North America, 66%. West Asia. Oh yeah. I need to hit West Asia some more. Execute, plan all the nukes. Yeah, they still have some population that we can reduce. Generally. Did that... What the hell? Look at this. 122? Their population's already... like, gone. GDP, 0. I'm still doing some fairly decent hits. 2.6 million. 2.8, 2.5. But for some reason the AI seems to be hell-bent on the complete destruction of these towns.
A city has been destroyed.
Crap. Another East Asian aircraft carrier. At this point, I'm not sure how many I've sunk and how many are still trying to get spawned in. But good lord, it must be crawling around here with dead aircraft carriers. Crap. Oh, coastal mobile missile batteries under attack. Relocate. I don't think I'm going to get it to relocate because we're at 98%, which means a few more nukes, 99, and we're done. Might take down another destroyer or two, if at all. No, I can't see them. There we go. The world is in ruins. Game over, man. Game over. I have killed 132 million people. Using only, actually, 49 warheads. But those were 481 megatons that I dropped. 82% of my population remained, which gives me a score of 3,028. Which is about 3 times as much as the second place, which was Europe. Dropping only a third as many of their of my kills. And having about half the population survive. So, ICBM with the Parabellum mod. Highly recommended, especially when you play it with people. I might do that again soon, provided that I can get a couple of the guys together. And, of course, it is going to be a different experience. Now, if you liked the video, then please give it a like. It really helps me out. And if you want to play the mod for yourself, look down below the like button to the description, where you can see a link to the mod. Download it, and be sure, if you're going to play it against the AI, to also install the Ratio Diverse AI for Tarsus Parabellum Naval Supermod, because that means that the AI is also going to be using some, if not all, of the new units. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon for more ICBM.